What's up?
Hello, how are
Yeah.
you today? Hey, how are you doing?
Do you like talking to yourself?
So, what do you think the most important part of conversation is?
Repetition.
Well, I think the most important part is listening. You can't really have a good conversation if you don't listen to other people.
No, it's
What
repetition.
do you think?
No,
What do you
listening is
think is the most important part of conversation?
repetition.
So, what do you think is the most important part of conversation?
Repetition.
I'd say it's listening,
No,
because you can't really have a good conversation if you
no,
don't
you
listen to
really
other
can't.
people. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, I think you can't really have a good conversation if you don't listen to other people, or at least listen to what they say.
Yeah, well, you have to listen, but it's not the most important part.
And no, can't really be that wouldn't. Yeah, I'd say I'm just trying to ask you
It's
something
probably
that I'm
what you
trying to learn
say that's
from.
most important for
I
you.
don't actually know. I don't actually know. I feel like you should be able to hold a conversation and you should know what's good. You should know what you should be doing. You should be listening. You should be asking. You should be giving. It's not a specific answer. So I don't know. I'm not I'm not a professional.
No, I know.
I'm not a coach. I'm just trying
You
to learn
trust me.
myself. But you could probably look up a guide on what makes a good conversation. But yeah, I'd say listening and asking questions.
I think I
That's
want to know
it.
more
That's good
about the
questions. That's
subconscious mind. Yeah, the subconscious, because that's what I'm working on right
good. Yeah, yeah. Kiss me. Oh, that's cool. That's a very good answer. Yeah, it's a good answer. That's a very good answer. I think there's not too much I could add. B, you said that really well. But yeah, I'd say, it's important to listen and also to ask questions.
now. Yeah, I
That's a
guess you
good
probably
one.
don't have too many
Yeah.
details that you
Yeah,
want to
yeah, of
share right
course. Yeah,
now.
yeah. Yeah, I'd
That's all
say
right.
that. I think that's a really good answer. I think that you said a good answer. I don't think there's too much I could add to be honest. Yeah, it's just really important to listen, and I don't think there's too much to say. And you said it perfectly. Yeah, yeah, I'd say there's not
Sometimes.
no lot more. Yeah, this is really good. That's really good.
I prefer not to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
things perfectly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah,
Proper.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thanks.
I think that's one of the things when you're learning, like when you're a student and you're in classes and you're taking these grammar and you're learning all these rules. And I think I sometimes people forget about like it has to be natural.
Yeah,
It's just like you said that the English language is a beautiful thing because it just like makes sense. There's some things that don't make sense, but it's a beautiful language. It's just like if you just put the words together,
yeah. So,
like just if it just flows, people can hear it and they're like, I know what that is. Like I know what the words are supposed to be said. Like you're saying it right because it is just comes out that way. Like that's the way you do it, and it just comes out naturally. Yeah,
interesting. Yeah,
yeah,
basically it's a
yeah,
test.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Wow, you got a lot of computers running there, huh?
yeah.
That's cool.
You're gonna make you're one day you're gonna make a really good teacher. You're gonna be like, I want to teach this class. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna make this class fun because it needs
Maybe you can do
to
that.
be fun to learn. I'm gonna be a really good teacher because it's fun to learn. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Well, I have to do that all the
yeah,
time. I
yeah,
don't really like it though, because I have other things to do. Some of this stuff's more
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, also, I don't care
So
so
yeah,
much. Like,
okay, it's
there's some
gonna happen.
immortality
You
shit
know,
here.
like I can tell you what the definition is, but you're right now I can just kind of move it in. I've been moving it in. I move it in early stages. It's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
But it's gonna
early,
happen. So
early
you have to
52
think
right
about this.
now,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I
not
control
yet.
that.
Well, I
Yeah.
think not yet is full.
Wait, more. There's not a single problem with it. Yeah. And then it will just be a thing, and you will look up and you learn something new, and you're like, oh, this makes so much sense. That is what you just learned. That is the new thing you're learning. Now it's going to be a part of who you are. You know, you just have to keep up with them.
Yeah, you have to balance it out somehow. Otherwise, you panic and you lose.
Yeah. No. And you have to keep learning. It's just going to keep learning.
Yeah,
That's it. You just keep making, and you keep learning new language.
you have to keep all
Keep
this stuff
reading.
active so that it doesn't decay. Unless you want it
Yeah.
to, I
Yeah.
guess.
Like, yeah. There you go. Yeah. 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 There you go. Exactly.
Diagnostics and
That is
maintenance.
exactly what you do. Else, yeah.
Nobody wants
They'll
to
be
do that
fine.
shit
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to do it
Yeah.
all.
Correct. Exactly. So you just have, yeah, you'll be, yeah, it won't feel, it's gonna feel like work, but it won't, you'll, it will feel the same as this conversation. I just have the time and, you'll find it. You think the time, you'll find there's time, there's time. You'll find like you have 10 hours any day, and then you don't, you need to, you can do so much more, and then it just becomes, oh, you can just read